across from Fabian's piece, so I'll flip my camera so we can kind of see it together here. It's an absolutely massive piece, and he's titled this particular piece, this machine he's built, the Paragraphalizer.
Wow, that is incredible. So, can you walk us through the steps? I see numbers. It looks like it's sort of an order to how it flows.
Sure. So this piece is all about how Black history is incorporated into US history and the way it's taught in our system. So if we look here, step one of this Paragraphalizer is to compile 400 years of Black history, literature, culture. We see a lot of well-known titles like Soul on Fire, Go Tell It to the Mountain, Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X. And so then all of that is put into step two, which Fabian has referred to as his 95% reducer, where all of that 400 years of history and culture gets reduced down to a paragraph on a page in a US history textbook.
Wow, wow, wow. Could you read us that page?
Sure. It's titled African American History, and it says Black people were slaves. Then Abraham Lincoln said, free them. The Civil War happened. Blacks were finally free. George Washington Carver made a bunch of inventions from peanuts. The Civil Rights Movement happened. Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream, made some speeches, and was killed. Now Black people can vote, ellipses, kind of. And this piece, putting this page in this textbook, Fabian refers to this part of the machine as his erasematic armatron, because then it takes it to be catapulted up to the top part of his machine that Fabian refers to as his congressatron, where that edited US history then gets approved to be passed down and used in our education system. So the last step is these two patrons of our education system. They're reading the same US history textbook. And this young man up top, you can tell he feels pretty good about this. He feels like he sees himself reflected in this textbook. Everything seems right on according to him. But down here, though the piece has been weathered over the years as it's from 2016, we can still see this young man, his mouth is offset in this questioning position. I would wager to yes, that's because he is not seeing a lot of himself reflected in this US history textbook. In fact, he's probably wondering about a large portion of the story and that he's noticing missing from this textbook.
Yeah, I'd say about 95% is missing